Loudon have never done this before. Today I'm going to unbox a brand new F10 model featuring a bolt-on neck. And the box should be just here. Let's do this. For those of you who don't know, Loudon Guitars were founded by George Loudon in 1974 in Northern Ireland. The company has built a reputation for impeccable craftsmanship, bridging the gap between traditional lutherie and innovative design. Nowadays, Loudon Guitars are a small team based in Downpatrick in Northern Ireland, and the brand, oh boy, is most revered amongst fingerstyle and flat-picking guitarists. Let's have a look inside. Oh, look at that. That's exactly how I imagine every Loudon should be. First thing that strikes me is the scratch guard. That's quite unusual. It's usually clear from memory or non-existent on most models, whereas this kind of nicely features on this top, which is red cedar, Indian rosewood, absolute perfection when it comes to the cut of wood that they select for their guitars. And yeah, it's just very light. Even just touching it ever so slightly on the neck, I can hear the resonance already and the projection is coming out but without even strumming it. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. And speaking of players, the list of artists who play Loudon guitars is really quite impressive and also stands the testament of the brand's versatility. For someone like myself who is fascinated by traditional Irish folk music, it's the Celtic players that spring to mind first of all. So the likes of Paul Brady of a band called Clanksty, you should check them out. They are fabulous if you're into that sort of thing. And also Pierre Bensusan, who is just an extraordinary dadgut player. For those of you who are more into modern music, you certainly have heard of Ed Sheeran, who is actually such an avid Loudon player that this resulted in George offering Ed a fantastic partnership where they created a sort of like a separate brand altogether called Sheeran Guitars. And these are basically just a take on Loudons. They are much more affordable when it comes to the price point, but they are also made in Northern Ireland, so that's quite interesting. But today we've got this model, and this is our focus, so let's go into the specs. This is Loudon F10 model, which is the brand new addition to the range. Now, the specific thing about this is that it's a bolt-on neck. You can't really tell, but if you look inside, you'll see there are two bolts right in there through the sound hole. And this is something that George Loudon wanted to test for a long time, and he finally made it. This should result in a fantastic projection and versatility for bluegrass players as well as Celtic style players. Flat picking, finger picking, you should cover all bases. So I'm looking forward to hearing this, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, what we've got here is red cedar top. It's quite light, but it will age nicely and it will sound fantastic in a few years' time. Back and sides are Indian rosewood, and as you can tell, it's just an impeccable slab of wood that Loudon have used, as they usually do. And we've got cherry binding all over the body here. Ebony fretboard. We've got the standard go-to tuners as all Loudon sport. And what else is here? It's the scratch guard, which is quite unusual for Loudons. I usually see them with either a see-through one or not at all. When it comes to the body shape, this is F. Now, Loudon has a specific system when it comes to naming their models. The F, I always thought it stands for folk shape, but it doesn't. It actually stands for flat picking. This guitar certainly is that kind of folk size anyway. If you had it just against you, you would kind of feel the body depth is very Loudon-esque, I would call it. It's quite deep, but that results in a stupendous boominess of the projection, which is unlike any other acoustic guitar I've ever played, and which unmistakably kind of brings to mind that nice Celtic style of music. Do you want to hear it? Because I want to hear it. I think we should start setting up our microphones and let's get to some playing. So I've tuned this guitar into DADGAD, and it already sounds wonderful. I'll let you hear some chords. My God, the sustain on this guitar is just tremendous. And I believe this is to do with the body depth, which is very unique to Loudons. And no wonder that many trad players have chosen this as their go-to instrument. Let's hear some more of this luscious instrument. So what I can hear is basically just a lot of boominess. The projection is fabulous. It's strong, it's loud. The highs are very crystal and sparkly. The mids are focused and very pronounced. And then obviously like the bass line just nicely drawn almost throughout the entire chord ringing out. Absolutely spectacular. If you ask me, I would choose it over any other acoustic guitar right now. And also the comfort of holding this instrument. It's something that obviously like you would need to experience for yourself. We stock these in every guitar location, so you should totally make your way down and try a Loudon. I promise you, you will experience something that you haven't with any other instrument just now. The neck feels like almost electric guitar neck. You know, it's very smooth, sleek, and very comfortable to hold. And yeah, again, like just even my position as a player, fantastic. I feel like I'm not actually holding a guitar. It just plays itself. I'm going to challenge myself to try some fingerstyle. I don't usually do that, but I'm trying to learn DADGAD, so let's give it a go. I love it. I'm in love with this guitar. I'm going to be absolutely honest. There's not much more I can say other than try one if you can, because it's an experience, not just an instrument. So here we have it, the brand new Loudon F10. I think that in the process of making of this video, I sold this guitar to myself. So if you're hearing what I'm hearing in this room today through the lens of that camera, you're going to absolutely love this guitar. I promise you, if you can try it, definitely get yourself down to your nearest guitar and give any Loudon, really, a try. Again, I think that the cedar top combined with a stunning Indian rosewood back and sides altogether bring that beautiful resonance. And then we've got that bolt-on construction, which is a brand new feature on this model, which makes it for a fantastic versatile guitar, good for bluegrass players, Celtic music players, and just a regular strummer. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to our channel. If you want us to make any other brands in our next vlog, let us know in the comments, and I'll see you later.